Hello everyone, and welcome to another installment of Am I the Asshole? If you enjoy hearing Reddit tales, it would greatly support the channel if you could like or subscribe. Without further ado, let's dive into our first story. Am I the asshole for telling my cousin I can't come to his wedding because of no child rule? My cousin is getting married at the end of August in California at a vineyard. No one in the family is in California, so to go, I need to get a hotel. Me, my mom, and brother found an Airbnb that's relatively close. Also, I should mention my husband is posted abroad and won't be coming. I was going to fly to the US for this. The invite came out only 3 weeks ago, and we had to scramble to find a place. The issue now is that I have a 4-month-old baby who only breastfeeds and won't take a bottle. She had to drink from an open cup one time because I needed to take a driving exam, and that is the longest she has ever been away from me. They just let us know that no children under 12 are allowed. So I told them that logistically, I can't come. They suggested that me and my mother go back and forth to the Airbnb to watch the baby. And I said it's just too big of a deal. To fly all the way there, pay for an Airbnb, and then go back and forth during the wedding. It just doesn't seem worth it. It's a lot of effort to do all of that by myself with a small baby. The Airbnb and plane are still refundable at this point. My cousin is mad that I'm canceling as they paid per head and can't reduce the amount at this point. I said they can try and find someone else to invite. I said it's his fault that they didn't write the child rule on the invitation. He said I should not be stingy and get a babysitter. I don't know anyone in that area of California. And honestly, paying for a babysitter on top of an Airbnb and flight is ridiculous to me. He says it's standard to not bring children to weddings. So am I the asshole for canceling close to the date because I can't bring my baby with me? Edits for clarity. Short notice is because bride is pregnant. I live with my husband in Germany, where he is posted. Baby already has passport because she is only U.S. citizen. Because of the shotgun nature of the wedding, the invite consisted of a graphic image without particular guest names emailed to the guests. The RSVP system also let me choose up to 3 people, so I thought that was me, my baby, and my husband. Update. Apparently about 30 people have canceled because of this, and that's why they are complaining so much about the costs. Not the asshole. Who expects the parents of a 4-month-old to find a babysitter in a strange place at the last minute? I flew back to the USA from overseas with a 10-month-old, and that was hard enough. Alone with a 4-month-old sounds daunting. Do not let your cousin bully you. Cancel everything and stay home. If your mother and brother want the Airbnb, they can cover your share or find other accommodation. My mom said she almost doesn't want to go now. She'd rather spend the money to come see me, lol. I agree with your mom. Sounds like a more relaxing trip and a better way to see her new grandbaby. Lol. She literally sent me screenshots of stuff in Portugal and was like, let's go here instead. Your cousin is trying to make his bad planning your problem. How ridiculous to ask a mother to get a babysitter for a 4-month-old baby who is breastfed in a strange city where she doesn't know anyone. Your cousin has clearly demonstrated that he is clueless. Not the asshole by a long shot. Also, I should mention the shotgun wedding is because she is pregnant, so it's all a little funny. Am I the asshole for not having room pristine for someone staying with me? An acquaintance and her daughter are couch surfing this summer because they left a toxic situation. I told her they could stay with me throughout July and August. I told her I wouldn't charge her, but would love one of her handmade dresses. I felt bad for her and wanted to help. My place is a small urban 3-bedroom apartment, and I have 3 kids. I told my friend she could stay in my daughter's room, and I would put my daughter in the living room. I also told her we were purging the closets this summer, and my daughter's room currently had a bunch of boxes in it that I had to move to storage once I finished purging and found some time to move them. My daughter has the largest bedroom in the house, and it's the only available space for the boxes. My friend kept changing the date she would be coming, and my daughter continued to sleep in her room. The other day, she suddenly announced she would be there later that day. So I washed the floors and dusted, put the 7 boxes neatly against the wall. I didn't have time to make up the bed. I figured I would give her sheets to do it later. When she arrived, let herself in, and went to the bedroom. I was in a meeting for an hour. When I went to the bedroom to say hello, she wasn't there. Nor was any of her stuff. I went to go call her and saw she texted me saying she left because the room was too messy. It caused her and her daughter stress, and she wouldn't be staying with me. Am I the asshole for not presenting my couch surfing acquaintance with a pristine room to stay in? My advice is this: unless you want someone to stay with you permanently, always leave the guest room a bit of a mess. This is especially true of people who regularly put themselves in distressing situations, coming down off of drugs, fighting with their spouses, adults being kicked out due to their narcissistic behavior, etc. Start watching the neighbor's little dogs or something while they're staying too. Order live crickets off of the internet. Put them in the house. Don't make it too comfortable, or they'll lose their gumption to get a solid job and GTFO. I've dealt with enough couch surfing tweaker drama queens in my life, so please heed my sage advice. Also, after this woman's entitled response, don't ever let her in your house again. Pat yourself on the back for dodging a bullet. Maybe, just maybe, I innately knew that the room shouldn't be too comfy? Not the asshole. Consider yourself lucky to have dodged a very large, ungrateful persnickety bullet. Persnickety Bullet would be a great name for a band, or an energy drink, lol. Not the asshole. After you offering to accommodate her for basically free, minus potential dress, still agreeing despite her changing the date of her arrival, putting your daughter out of her room to give them privacy. She left over boxes. Her entitlement and ungratefulness is astounding. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books? I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.